Minecraft. Stay a while and listen to Brian commentating his survival in the Nightfall seed. This is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, go ahead and watch that. I'll link it in the description. But we are just continuing on trying to survive underground with a limited amount of resources. Let's get started. Okay, I've managed to create an iron chestplate and an iron boots with all the armor that I've collected. And now I'm going to see if I can attempt to be a little cheesy and possibly lure some enemies that sound like they may be over here. Yes, there's a skeleton that I can see. Close enough that he'll walk over here and I can just kill him. Just like that. Great. And I got a bone, and there's also an arrow over there that I also would not mind picking up. Great. And so that's a little bit of a cheap way to go ahead and get a bone. But I'll take advantage of whatever I can do early on in this challenge. And so now with a bone, I can always accelerate the growth of either a tree or some of my seeds that I'm going to be trying to turn into food. And so I'm not going to use the bone yet. In my previous experience in the 404 challenge, I found that trees sometimes try to grow very tall, and so the more headroom you give them, the more likely it is that any piece of bone meal will succeed at growing the tree. And so I'm going to try to carve out a bit more headroom for this tree before I try spending any bone meal on it. So I'll take a few minutes to do this and see you guys in a moment. Okay, so I've carved out a bit more room around this tree. I'm not sure that it will be enough, but I'm willing to go ahead and try using a little bit of bone meal on it. And so I'm going to turn a bone into bone meal, and then try... Oh, we didn't get lucky. Alright, I want to hold on to the rest of my bone meal for the moment, just because I'm really worried about the food situation. And if I need to accelerate the growth of any crops, I want to have that as an option available to me for growing my wheat more quickly. So since that didn't succeed the first time, I'm basically going to try to hollow out even more space above the tree. And so I'll see you guys in a little bit after I do some more of that. So I've gone halfway through my hunger meter, and my seeds are only just starting to very slowly mature. And so I think I am possibly going to need to accelerate the growth. And so I will do that and that. And unfortunately, yes, that's only yielded me 2 wheat so far, although I do now have some more seeds. And so I'll go ahead and plant some more seeds. But at the same time, I'm going to need at least 1 more piece of wheat before I'll be able to make bread. But I'll go ahead and plant some more seeds. And so we'll have more potential for them to grow. And yeah, it would be great if I could manage to lure another skeleton over near this area. Ooh, and I hear one. Maybe I'm going to get lucky. Aha! I am getting lucky. More bones. Alright, and that skeleton managed to not shoot me. Great. Okay, with all of these bones... Oh, and here comes another one. Oh! Skeleton got a shot on me. Fortunately, I have plenty of armor at this point. Okay. I have a lot more bones now, and now I can definitely make some food. So let's head back over to the farm and quickly mature some seeds and make some food and have my first meal of this particular challenge. Zing, zing, zing! The magic of bone meal. And now I will carefully sneak over so I don't damage the soil. Alright, I need to retill this bit of soil. And then we will just do the same little trick again. Plant, plant, plant. Bone meal, bone meal, bone meal. And pick up the fruits of my labor. I'll go ahead and replant. But now I have enough wheat that I can make some bread. And I haven't been playing Minecraft Beta 1.8 enough to know how many food bars it gives. So right now I only have 4 of my 10. If I eat a piece of bread, nom 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 nom. Apparently it gives me 3. And so I'm up to about 7, and so I'll nom 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 nom. And my food has been going down, but now that I'm back up to 90%, yes, I'll actually start regenerating hearts. And so from the skeleton arrows, yes, I'm back up to full hearts. And meanwhile, my armor is still in great shape. And so yes, now I'm in much better position to try to survive. Alright, at this point I could afford to collect more iron, now that I have more energy, and now that I have a food source that feels pretty stable. I still have some more bones that I could turn into bone meal, and so I guess I'll go back to the tree farm. I don't know if you can call it a tree farm when there's only one tree. Okay, I hear a spider, and so I need to keep an eye out for him. Out there is the main way that enemies can get at me. It seems like it's pretty well lit that way, and a couple of times there have been enemies that I've heard over this way, but they seem to always get pushed into the waterfall and then die in the lava. I'm going to go ahead and light up a little bit more over here so that I can see enemies coming if they do. And now let's go ahead and turn some more bone into bone meal. And try once more to see if we can grow a tree. Hooray! And now I'm producing wood. Alright. I haven't created an axe yet, because wood and tools are still highly at a premium. But basically I just doubled my wood supply with that one tree, so that's fantastic. Alright, and so I'm going to wait for these branches to kind of evaporate so I can collect some more shrubs. And in the meantime, I can also go ahead and plant another shrub in the same location, since I know that that's now a location that does have enough room, at least for a small tree, to be able to grow. And as for resources, I still have plenty of coal. But at this point, with my newfound wood, I think I will actually go and create my first chest. And so I'll go back over to the crafting table and turn a little bit of this new wood into a chest. And so in terms of the 404 challenge, I find that it's often useful to put a chest that's somewhere kind of out of the way of the rest of your main base, and then you can store some essential supplies over there. And so I'm going to put the chest over here, and basically that way if you ever end up with a creeper attack kind of over your main base, at least you'll still have some other supplies that may be the essential things that you need in order to survive. And so I'm going to put a few things away in here. And so if I ever do run into trouble, possibly I can use that to get started again. I could harvest some gold in order to make some armor, because I do see a bit of it around, but I would prefer to find more iron. And yeah, I think I mined all of it that was around this area. So let's go back up towards the tree farm and see if there's more iron kind of out in the caverns near here. In the meantime, I think I will give this one more shot. Haha! We did it again! Neat. Alright, I'm going to harvest this tree, and then I'll bring you guys back in as I start to explore the caverns nearby. Alright, let's go exploring the caverns for iron. Although I should go ahead and replant one of these shrubs before I forget. Ooh, and I should put a shrub in the chest. That was one of the objects that I forgot to put in my emergency chest. In fact, I can put all of my saplings in there. I just realized I forgot to mention, I am playing on normal difficulty, and here are my various settings and video settings for any of those of you who may care. But yes, now that we have... Oop! Here's a zombie. Oh, and this is 1.8, and so I should be trying to do critical hits, although I failed miserably at doing that just now. And let's see, that's cobble that I closed up that area. So the zombie, I guess, just walked over from somewhere over here. And so I guess let's go exploring and see where he might have come from. That seems to be one of the ways that I came in. I really like the fact that now in 1.8, as you get down into the depths, even if you have your fog, your rendering distance set at the maximum, when you get down in the deep, there ends up being this fog that kicks in, and so if you see, you know, on the horizon there, it's already kind of turning foggy, and the deeper you get, the foggier it is. I think that's a nice kind of added effect that makes being down in the depths just all that more challenging. It would not hurt to have a second bucket so that I can carry around 2 buckets and have an infinite water supply, and so I may do that shortly. At the same time, I would like to first find some more iron that I can use to craft some more armor. Alright, where am I? And so now I'm just kind of going upstream to light up a little bit of ways. See if I happen to find more iron. Wow! That goes way up. I wonder if that's where I came in. I think I might have just seen a creeper, so I'm really scared. It might be my eyes playing tricks on me. But if all of a sudden a creeper comes rushing down, I want to be prepared for him. Alright. Well, we could go mining for iron and just kind of start digging off in a different direction. But I would like to look around to make sure there aren't any cave systems that might just expose some iron naturally. Ah, like right here. I still have... No, I don't have a bucket of water on me because I used my water for my farm, right. So I should go harvest another water source from somewhere if I can. Yeah, I definitely need to go ahead and craft a second bucket because I really need an infinite water supply. So let's take a moment to do that because I think... Do I already have some? Yes. I have enough more iron cooked up that I can create a second bucket. And now I can always use one of the water sources right there, and then there's a number of other water sources nearby, so long as I don't take one of the water sources that's helping really protect me. So for example, over here, this water source seems like it's doing a good job at helping prevent mobs come up from this direction, but I'm going to borrow it just for a moment. So that I can create an infinite water supply down here. And surely all of you in Minecraft at this point know that you can always create infinite water by creating a little diagonal stream and having both things go towards each other. And then they create still water. Oops! Oh no! I just knocked out some of my seeds. That was unfortunate. Do I have any more seeds on me? No, I put them away in the chest. Alright, I'll go fetch some in a moment. And now with my infinite water supply, I'll go back here, and I'll replace this water stream since it does seem helpful right now. Then I'll go and refill my bucket. So now I've got 2 buckets of water on me. And then I'm going to grab a couple of my emergency seeds. So that I can replant them in my farm. Great. Now let's go exploring again. So I believe it was around this corner or something. Ooh. Let's be careful not to fall anywhere where I might end up falling in lava. How about I block that off a little better? So somewhere, and I already have kind of lost the mental map, not up here, was the corner where we saw some iron. That is not it. That is it. Great. Oh, there's a lot of iron here. This is fantastic. Great. I just mined up 12 more pieces of iron. And so now I'll craft a little bit more iron armor, and then I'll really be able to go adventuring. We'll even grab some more coal since it's right here. Okay, with all the iron I have, now I have a full suit of iron armor and an iron sword, as well as an iron pickaxe in reserve. So at this point, I think we're ready to really do some adventuring. Let's go out to the cheesy place where I keep killing the skeletons by cutting them off at the knees. Oh my gosh, there's creepers there! Alright. Did we get all of them? I still hear footsteps. And footsteps in the absence of any other sound typically means creepers. So that makes me very worried. Nevertheless, I don't see them. Is there any chance he's like standing right on top of the brick that's right above me here? Well, I guess there's one way to find out. Oh, wow! There is a huge hole up there. I'm a little nervous about that. Let's see, before I head up there, I would like to craft some more torches. And at this point, yeah, I'm willing to go ahead and invest my resources in torches at this point. Alright, there's definitely creepers above me still. But I don't know a better way to kind of enter this room and try to deal with them. So we're just going to see how it goes. Adventure! Where are they? Oh my gosh, is that a dungeon? Whoa! Whoa, that was scary. I think there might be a dungeon over there. I think I see a cobblestone wall. Yes, it totally is, right? Unless... Oh, that's part of what I placed, isn't it? I'm not sure. Let's take a peek inside. Aha! I see, it's the cobblestone wall from the other side of my thing. Alright. That would have been extremely scary. Although at the same time, it explains why we didn't hear any noises as we got close to it. Alright, I hear footsteps again. So somewhere nearby... Oh, there he is. There's got to be a creeper. When you hear footsteps and you hear nothing else, that usually means there's a creeper afoot. Alright, and before I head down there, iron still is at a premium. I used pretty much all of it up in order to create the tools and the armor that I have on hand right now. And so it's good to keep on mining it. This pick is just about to go. But fortunately I have one more iron pick in reserve. But yeah, we are really starting to conquer some territory now. The more caves we light up... Hey, there's some lapis. There's some more iron that I'll mine in just a moment. Alright, let's go back for it now that it looks safe. This pick is going to go at any moment. There it goes. Alright. Switch to our reserve iron pick. And fantastic. We've got some more iron resources and we're ready to continue spelunking. Alright, and this is a dead end, and there's more iron here. I'm going to mine this and see you guys in a moment. Alrighty, I got that iron. Let's continue on. I believe there was another branch of the cave system, yes, over here, that we haven't explored yet. So let's try to light this up. I've been surprised at how few mobs we've encountered so far. I'll go back for that iron in a moment. Alright, it looks like it's safe for a short ways, so I'll go ahead and mine this. In general, I don't usually find that it's this quiet. I don't have a clock yet. That's one reason that we could go ahead and actually mine some gold and some redstone to create a clock. When you're underground, you'll find that there's fewer mobs that you encounter in cave systems, typically at nighttime, because mobs will be able to spawn on the surface of your world, and so some of them will spawn there rather than spawning in the caves. Whereas in the daytime, all the mobs that are going to spawn are going to have to spawn underground, and so when it's daytime out, you usually encounter more mobs in your cave systems. So from that perspective, it could be useful to have a clock, even if we do plan to kind of live underground for all of our time of survival. And right now I'm just trying to light up as much as I can, so long as it's still quiet. Because it's rare to have these long stretches of quiet. Ooh, I just heard a footstep somewhere.